Texas Tech's Christian Anderson has played like an All-American, and that's with JT Toppin and without. Since the reigning Big 12 Player of the Year, JT Toppin went out with an ACL injury for the rest of the year, all Christian Anderson has done since then is lead the Red Raiders to 2-0. In both games, he had a double-double. Against Kansas State, it was points and assists. Against Cincinnati, it was points and rebounds. And boy, he was getting buckets. It's not just that he was scoring, but it was how he was going about it. Opening possession for Texas Tech, he takes on the double team, is willing to give the ball up, and then you'll see he gets the ball back, and this is against a really good defender in Day Thomas, and watch him just blow right past him on the miscommunication and get all the way to the basket for a finish. There's not many players in the country who have a fluorescent green light as much as Christian Anderson does. Look at where he's shooting it from. And it doesn't go in, but that just goes to show you the type of scorer that he is, the type of shooter that he is. He's shooting 44% from deep this year. So in a game where he scored 31, 11, and 7, he didn't come off the court. And he consistently plays about 40 minutes a game. And the thing about him, if you're defending him, you still have to guard him at all times, the entire possession. This is a good defense by Cincinnati. And he'll give the ball up, gets it back. The play's not over. The guy who's playing the most minutes in the game, you fall asleep once, straight to the basket, shows off the athleticism. All right, more Christian Anderson. He's cooking at this point. Look at the moves he puts on Day Thomas. And then look at the kiss off the glass. That's silly. Look at where the ball touches. The type of touch you have to be able to get that off. For the combo on a great defender like Day Thomas and still finishes high off the glass. That's special stuff right there. So remember, he had 11 rebounds in this game. And this is, I'll just do it myself. Watch him survey the court, see all the defenders over on one side. Knows where he has to get to, gets to a spot, finishes high, once again off the glass. I think he has a very strong argument for best pick and roll player in the entire country. Watch him maneuver and weave through all the traffic. Great Gortat screen from Texas Tech's big man. And Christian Anderson does the rest. He's shooting 44% from deep. You better not fall asleep with him on the perimeter. That's too easy for Christian. This is credit to Grant McCasland. Such a great coach for the Red Raiders. And one thing that Texas Tech does a lot is Spain pick and rolls, which means one player is screening the screener. And in Texas Tech's case, it's Donovan Atwell. And this makes it extremely challenging for defenses because Atwell is a shooter. One of the best in the country, shooting over 40% from deep. So you see here, he'll screen the screener. And now Cincinnati has to take a very wide angle to try to recover. This leaves him backtracking and trying to recover. But for Christian Anderson, I'm just going to raise and shoot. Get it out the net. This is what I mean when I say one of the, if not the best pick and roll players in the country. Watch him set the screen up from Lawan Watts. And I've said it before, Day Thomas is a good defender. And he escaped dribbles to get a better angle, so now he can go downhill. Now he's got one-on-one space with Cincinnati's big. Advantage Christian Anderson every single time. And watch how he maneuvers through the help. He'll push dribble through traffic to finish high at the rim. That is such great work from Texas Tech's point guard. And did I mention he can pass too? 7 assists in that game over the Bearcats. And pick and roll once again. Great vision, finds Jalen Petty. Bang, bang, bang. I've said it before, Texas Tech loves themselves a good old-fashioned Spain pick and roll. Donovan Atwell screens the screener. Christian Anderson, look at him hold off the defender. And as soon as he sees his big rolling to the rim, he throws it up top for the slam. Great vision by Texas Tech's point guard. More pick and roll action featuring Christian Anderson, but I actually want you to watch Jalen Petty and Lawan Watts at the bottom of the screen and look at the off-ball screen that occupies the defense that allows Christian Anderson an easy dump off to the big who'll finish on a slam. And look at all the space out in front of him because Cincinnati is trying to figure out between Lawan Watts and Jalen Petty at the bottom of the screen leads to an easy basket. You remember on 2K where you could just spam a play and make the defense adjust to you? And that's what Grant McCaslin and Texas Tech did on their win over Cincinnati. More pick and rolls featuring a screen the screener, and it's just so hard to guard because of how great of a shooter Donovan Atwell is, and leads to easy baskets, especially when you have one of the best decision makers in college basketball, one of the best passers in the country in Christian Anderson, leads to easy buckets. There are a lot of great point guards in the country, but it's games like this where Christian Anderson reminds you why he's one of the best floor generals in the nation.